Good day, mate. How are you going? Glad that spring has come. Anyone doesn't happy with it? By the way, I'm Dwi from Crowley Business Consultant. At the moment, we want to explain our research about one of our clients, which is Aussie Energy Corporation. Before that, I would like to introduce the team member. In here, I'm working with Suigu Yetian, Yikun Ruan, and Suying Zhou. The presentation after me will be delivered by my workmates according to the order of the names. So the Aussie Energy Corporation had come to us and explained their intention to improve their employee performance in order to increase the success of goal accomplishment. So the basic assessment in this situation is the employee performance. Furthermore, my team have decided the last evaluation result of the employees will determine the employee performance because it was conducted by assessing several aspects of the employees according to how they could reach the monthly target. For your information, these last evaluation results were done by our client themselves. So we picked 524 random employees of Aussie Energy Corporation as the samples to join the research on how to improve the employee performance.
The company we investigated has a sound promotion system. There are 5 levels. In order to make statistics, we allocated VP into the director since there are only 4 vice presidents. The survey investigated 263 men and 261 women. As shown in the figure, 46.37% of the employees are senior employees work for the company about 3 to 5 years. The total number of people in this section is 243. 20.8% of them are fresher. The total number of people in this section is 109. 25.76% of them are junior managers or senior managers. The total number of people in this section is 135. The rest of them are directors at 7.06%. The total number of people in this section is 37. We rank their work performance from 0 to 1. So 1 is the best and 0 is the worst. The working performance is almost equal to their key performance indicator. According to our analysis, the average performance is 0.73. The right chart illustrates the average performance of each position more specifically. It shows that staff perform at 0.72 on average when they are in their first year in the corporate. As they becoming a senior staff, their working performance gradually increased. However, when they became a manager or a vice president, usually after several years, their performance was in decrease.
We totally inquired 26 factors that we thought might affect job performance, and after analyzing them, we found 4 that had an obvious impact on job performance. They are employee engagement, remote work satisfaction, identity to company, satisfaction to job title. We found that about 89% of the variability in the job performances is explained by the variability in these 4 factors. In other words, when changes in all variables together result in a 1-point change in work performance, these 4 factors contribute 0.89. And then I will explain what these 4 factors mean. Engagement represents the employee's feeling about how they feel about being engaged in company activities. Remotes relate to satisfaction with work far away from physical workplace. Identity means employee identifies themselves with the company, and the title represents how the employee feels about their title. All of these factors were rated on a scale of 1 to 5, with the higher the score, the more positive.
Next, we will check our equation. So we use the text data to check the equation. Firstly, we put the text data into our equation and created a scalar plot. And when the more points overlap and means that our equation is more better. As you can see, the blue points are the last evaluation text data, and orange points are our equation results. Also, some points are not overlap, but the most points are very close each one, which means that our equation results are close to text data, so our equation is better. Next, let's move on to the next slide and focus on the details of our equation. We want to check the how job performance change when the one factor increase per unit and others are constant. We put the average data of each factors into our equation to get the average of job performance. As you can see, the blue area shows this data and orange one shows the job performance when the one factor increases per unit and others are constant. For example, let's focus on the first one. When the engagement average increase per unit and others are constant, the job performance increase more. Also, as you can see, engagement has the largest positive impact on job performance, and the employee identity and titles impact is minimal.
So finally, we are going to give some recommendations and suggestions after the analysis. The employee performance improve is about 30% on average. If all factors average scaled with minimum rating of 4, which is being engaged enough, satisfied enough, identified positively, and satisfied with job title. So the first suggestion is including employees' involvement to improve their engagement with the company. Since 81% of total employees are not engaged with the company, improving employees' engagement average from 3 to 4 could increase employee performance by 23%. Next, job is to improve employee satisfaction by increasing remote work. 29% of employees are not actually satisfied with work remotely. Thus, increasing this employee satisfaction is working remotely, average from 2 to 4, could improve performance by 3.6%. The third suggestion would be improving company traditional among the employees. 84% of total employees are not well identified with the company. Raising employee identified with the company average from 2 to 4 can improve the average performance by 1%. Last but not least, fixing employee entitlement. 95% of total employees are not satisfied with their job title. Fixing this problem and increase their average from 2 to 4 could improve average performance by 3.2%. Thanks for listening.